Hey guys, I'm back. Last time I posted a video, I was in Romania. There's a fly that's like trapped in my hotel room. Um, Excuse me if I get distracted. Anyway, last time I posted a video, I was in Romania, finishing up what was a very disappointing tournament. I was traveling with a friend, Kostya Kavutsky, who tied for first in the tournament in Romania, and now we're both here in Benasque, Spain, basically in the heart of the Pyrenees, surrounded by mountains. Pretty small town. I think there's like 2,000 people that live in this town, but there's 500 people who come for this chess tournament, so the town increases pretty significantly in population. And I played this event last year, which, it was a really well-run event, really nice environment, so I'm back again for this time around. And I thought I would just go ahead and show a game that I played last year, try and bring back some good memory, hopefully show some kind of inspiration. It was a game that I played in one of the earlier rounds. I was playing against someone just rated over 2,000, and I managed to win in 18 moves. Now I don't want to show the notations, so I think there's a trick here. I can just click this and then it hides the notation, but the moves should still be there, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the game, try and make this instructive, and then probably towards the end I'll share some announcements and yada yada. Okay, so I was playing Sicilian, and I remember preparing for this opponent and only finding games from like the 1990s. And in the 1990s, he played c4 on move 2. So that was the only thing I prepared before this game, and that's what happened. He played c4. And the normal move here for black is knight c6, just to simply control the d4 square. In this game, I played knight f6. It was part of some pre-game preparation, trying to induce this move e5. Now, normally knight f6 is not the type of move you would play as black, just because e5 looks annoying. However, there is an interesting line. If white plays e5, I would simply move back to g8, and the e-pawn is a bit overextended. And I could try and demonstrate this. Let's say knight to f3, knight c6, knight c3. There's a nice positional idea here for black. It's not really to try and win the e-pawn, but it's simply to get a comfortable position. It's to start with this move d6. And then after pawn take d6, black can play e5. And then it's really comfortable for black because bishop take d6 is coming. Black has some nice center, good space. So yeah, I would be content here. And this is one of the main ideas I was kind of familiar with before the game. But he didn't play e5. He played knight c3. And we develop, play e6. I actually showed the game. I think the last video I uploaded, I had shown my my last round game from the tournament in Romania, and I had like the similar position but reverse, so I had the extra tempo in the same structure. And usually with pawns on like this on e4 and c4, one of the main ideas is to play d5, try and break everything apart. And in this position, I think my opponent played a suboptimal move. I think there's a few choices for white here. If I'm not mistaken, this is some sort of theory. I think e5 is possible here. Bishop e2, I think, would be my choice. But my opponent played g3, which is a bit slow because it requires extra moves to develop the bishop. And it gives me time to get initiative, to try and put the focus in the center. So that's what I do. Play d5. We trade. And then he plays queen e2, which is probably just a bad move because it's only helping me. Like I want to develop my bishop and castle, and queen e2 really has no benefit for white. So this was a big problem for my opponent in this game, is the fact that he was just really slow to develop. First with g3, then with queen e2, and he's just making my life very easy. So he plays d3 here. And now, in situations like this, when your opponent's slow to develop, usually you want to look for ways to grab initiative as early as possible. So that's what I was looking for in this position. And I found a nice sequence starting with taking and bishop f5. And this looks like just a normal developing move, but it has a deadly threat to it. And if I'm not mistaken, there's only one playable move for white in this position. So I'll give viewers a chance to pause the video to identify the threat for black and identify what white should do to stop the threat. So the deadly threat is knight b4. So if white just tries to develop like bishop g2, then knight b4 is just deadly because knight c2, knight d3, and bishop d3, these are all pretty much unstoppable moves. And white's going to lose material one way or the other. Like castling runs into bishop d3. If the king stays in the center, knight c2 probably comes. So white has to play a3 here. And that's what my opponent did. But then it just gives me more time to develop. So or not necessarily develop, but just continue initiative. So that's what I do, knight d4. We trade. And then he plays queen e5, which kind of surprised me. Attempting to complicate matters, counterattacking the bishop. He allows me to take the knight. I just play bishop e6, keep the attack against the knight. Also, his queen is now a target on e5, which can allow black further initiative. As we'll see, I'm pretty sure, just in a few moves. He plays knight b5, making some threat of knight c7. So I just castle. And then he wins d4. So white is up a pawn here, if I can count. But white is severely behind in development. And the fact that black has castled and has all the minor pieces developed, it's a prime position to basically punish the opponent for having most of the pieces still on the first rank. And that's what I do, and I was very happy with my next move. The next move is a somewhat multi-purpose move. It's a positional move, it's a tactical move, it defends against white's threats. White wants to take the bishop, so I played bishop g4. And the main threat with this move is nice, bishop b4 check and rook e8. Just targeting the fact that the queen and king are aligned on the open file. So white has to defend. He played bishop e3, which is a decent try. I think it was around here. It was either like right before I played bishop g4 or when he played bishop e3 was a moment when I saw the finish to the game. I saw the potential way this game could finish in a very beautiful manner. And it's already like just winning for black, but the way in which black wins is pretty nice. I start with a natural move, rook e8. My opponent plays queen b5. And now it's black to move. And okay, there might be a few strong continuations here, but this is black to move and play the strongest and most beautiful combination, or most beautiful move. Feel free to pause the video. I'm thinking what I'm going to name the title of the video is just going to give the move away, but whatever, people will have some kind of clue. The move here is queen take d4, queen sacrifice. And the amazing thing is that white can't, well, if white does take it, it's checkmate, bishop b4, just such a beautiful mate. King in the center. But this is the power of, in this case, this is double checkmate. We see double check on occasion, but we rarely see double checkmate. Where, yeah, black has a rook and the bishop attacking the king. And whenever it's like a double check situation, no piece can be captured, and a double check can't be blocked. The king would have to move, but in this case, the king just has no squares due to the bishops. So I was really happy to get this over the board. My opponent played this move, queen take e8. Doesn't really change anything. Rook take e8, bishop take d4, and bishop e4 mate. So this was just a feel-good game. Trying to bring back some good memories before I play the second year in a row of this tournament tomorrow. But I thought this was a nice example. It goes to show why development is important and what sort of terrible things can happen to someone who doesn't develop quickly enough. And in this case, it was white getting punished. Very often we can see black getting punished from early on, given that black has a second move. But yeah, stuff like this happens. So it's important to be aware and sometimes just pay attention to the simple opening principles of development and king safety. So I won't say too much more about this game. I'm hoping to do more content throughout this tournament. I do want to make a note that for every game that I play for the next 10 days, I'll be doing analysis recaps on Kostya Kavutsky's channel, which I'll link in the description. For the last tournament, we did it on my channel. Now we'll do it on his channel. But I'm still going to try and do some like extra videos, maybe behind the scenes, maybe more like lifestyle videos. This is a really cool environment for a chess tournament. I have an amazing view out the window. I wonder if I could show the view. Can I show the view? I don't know if people can make the webcam bigger. People can kind of see that. This is my view. If people want to follow me on Instagram, I'll be posting like mountain pictures and whatnot. But tonight is a very big like lightning storm, and not the most ideal outdoors weather. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. It's 11:40 p.m. Rounds are every day at 4 p.m. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know how I'm going to upload this to YouTube actually, because when I upload this, it might be tomorrow because the Wi-Fi is bad. That's one of the reasons I'm not streaming this week. Is just the Wi-Fi is almost unbearable. I am using my my hotspot for Lichess when I need to. Just because I need Wi-Fi on occasion, but I do have a limited amount of data. So anyway, I'm not going to make this any longer. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you sometime in the near future. Bye.